Hello everybody, my name is Anne, welcome to my channel, Anna O is Reading. Today, I'm doing the mid-year book freakout tag, and I realize it's not mid-year, it's kind of like August, but like, I learned about this tag this morning, and I was like, yo, this actually seems like a pretty cool tag. I want to do it. I know it's not mid-year, but like, pish posh. Let's get into the tag. The first question is, I have the questions down here because I love printing out these questions on pieces of paper, is what is the best book that you've read in 2016? The best book that I read so far is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I really enjoyed this book. I listened to it on audiobook. I love the characters. I love the whole idea of the Raven Boys and their whole like gang squatting thing. I love the character. I love Blue Ivy. What is her name? Blue Ivy Blue Lily Blue, I think. I don't really remember, but I really liked it. I'm really excited to read the second book, The Dream Thieves, because I'm going to listen to the audiobook as soon as possible. But I really liked it. For some reason, I was really hesitant to to read the Raven Boy series by Maggie Stiefvater. I don't know why. I just like stayed away from it for a long time. But I had never read the synopsis. But like the second I read the synopsis, I was like, yo, I gotta hop onto this trend. And I'm glad I did. I really enjoyed it. The second question is, what is the best sequel that you've read so far in 2016? I haven't read a lot of sequels. For some reason, I keep on starting new series and not continuing them. Nice one, Anna. But one of the only sequels I've read this year was The Copper Gauntlet by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. I usually don't like Cassandra Clare's writing, but I really enjoyed Holly Black in whatever book of hers that I read. I don't remember what it was, but The Copper Gauntlet is the second book in the Magisterium series, and it follows this little boy. I don't remember his name, but it's pretty much like he goes to a wizarding school, meets new friends, has all these adventures, la 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 la, and it was overall a good book. The third book, I think it's come out already. I don't remember. I have to check, but I really want to read the third book ASAP. The fourth book is, what is a new release that you haven't read yet, but you want to? The book that I want to read is Towers Fallen by Joelle Parker Rhodes. I've been hearing about it a lot from booktubers. It's apparently set, like, I think into the future, and it's like a history lesson on 9/11 and how it shaped our generation and how it's going to shape like the next generation ahead of us. And it sounds really interesting, and a lot of people said it was a really good book. So I'm going to like listen to the hype this time and read it the next time I see it at a library. Question 4 is, what is your most anticipated read for the second half of 2016? I think this book came out yesterday. Unless I don't know what month it is. But this book came out like yesterday. A Torch Against the Night by Sabhar Hatir, the second book in the series that she wrote that I don't remember the name of. Drats. I know everybody loves it. Brain fart. I don't remember what it's called, but I love that book. Everybody else loves it. Sabah Hatir, she's a great writer. Nope. I really want to read the second book in this series, although I don't really like the cover of the book series as much as I like the last one. For some reason, the cover that everybody keeps, like the cover I've seen, it looks kind of unfinished. Like it's kind of like, it's just like a blue background with a torch on it, and I'm like, that's it. After all this hype, you just give us that. But the contents of the book are probably amazing, you know? Don't judge a book by its cover. Number 5, what is your biggest book disappointment of this year? And that book is A Six of Crows. I'm going to do a book review of this book like soon, because this book honestly let me down. I expected so much. It's such a beautiful book too. Like, I expected so much from this book, and honestly, whatever. But the second book of the series is also coming out. I don't remember what it's called, but I'm gonna read it even though the cover isn't as nice as this one. Whatever. What is number 5? Number 6 actually? Who is your new favorite author? Aditi Khurana, who wrote the last book that I reviewed. I also don't remember. Oh my gosh, Anna, get yourself together. I really enjoyed her book. I really enjoyed the writing style, although I had some problems, but you can watch that in my most recent book review. I really enjoyed her writing, and I'm looking forward to a lot of things from her. This is her first new release. Question 7. Who is your new fictional crush? My new fictional crush is Richard Gansey III from The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Richard Gansey. What a dreamboat. Well, that's what I'm assuming. I've never seen what he looks like. He's a fictional character, but you know what I mean, book lovers. You know what I mean. Who is your favorite snooze character? That has to be Kaz Brecker from Six of Crows. I really enjoyed his character. I had a great time reading about. I had a great time reading from his point of view. I loved Kaz Brecker, and I just loved his whole attitude, his sass, his backstory. Overall, great character. 4 out of 5 stars. What is a book that made you happy? I've lost track of these numbers. The numbers on this page are wrong. And that is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. This book, honestly, the ending was so strange. I was like, what's going on? Am I actually reading this? But like, I realized that it's pretty much like a fan fiction, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that's pretty believable. But this book left me with a smile on my face. I closed it and I was like, ah, nice. Solid ending, you know? What is the most beautiful book that you've bought this year? I think I bought this book this year. Yeah, I did. And that is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone Illustrated Edition by J.K. Rowling. And this book is beautiful. Sure, I haven't read it yet, but I'm planning on reading it as soon as possible. But this book and the illustrations are so beautiful, and I've been so careful with this book. Like, it actually still looks new. I'm so proud of myself. It looks new because I haven't read it. That's pretty much why. But the last question is, what book do you need to read by the end of the year? And that book is all of Rick Riordan's new releases, but the only one I have here, new, is Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes. I think this book was released last year. Yeah, it was. It's from last year, but I need to read it. I need to read Magnus Chase. I need to read the Apollo book. Rick Riordan, I'm so behind on his books. I need to get myself together, but those are the books I need to read by the end of the year. Thank you for watching this book take. If you like this video, remember to give it a like. It helps a lot. Remember to press subscribe if you want to see my face weekly. All my social medias will be in the down bar below. You can check out my most recent video in the cards. And remember, reading today, reading tomorrow, reading forever. Bye!